guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for your patience. I was just finishing up a salad really quickly. I gotta guys show you my vitamins that I take, but I was just taking the rest of my vitamins with this Olipop strawberry vanilla. I get these from Target. Really love them. And today I am going to do, well, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Jaleesa Graham, and I love it if you guys subscribe and join my little YouTube family here. You guys see my Tabitha Brown pillow that I got from Target. If you guys are new, I modeled for Tabitha Brown's Target clothing line, and now she has a home line. I have a bunch of things like her candles that I brought. I have a candle like this, a mug. I just love her whole collection. It's available now at Target. If you guys are new, I love it if you guys subscribe and join my YouTube family. And if you guys are returning, I love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys for always supporting me. Today I am doing a Q&A. Last time I told you guys that I'm doing a giveaway, and all you had to do to submit was ask a question. So I have some of those questions. I'm going to break this video up into a couple videos, maybe 2 or 3, because I did get a lot of questions. So thank you guys for all your questions. You guys asked good questions, like very deep questions, like what inspires me and what motivates me and things like that. So I really do appreciate it. Before I start, I want to say thank you to Day, because I received this package in the mail, and they have sent me hair products before that I showed you guys when I did a live video. So I want to show you guys what they sent me. Very cute packaging. And that's Day, D-A-E. You guys can follow them on Instagram. They sent me, this is a monsoon moisture mask. If you guys could see that. And I love their packaging. Like, look how they make it look so pretty. Every time they send me hair products, they always send me like a hair scarf or a hair bow. So they sent me a hair tie this time. Very cute, and everything like always matches and is all like color coordinated. So it's always cute. I'm so excited when I get a package from them. And guys, I'm gonna include, I never included my P.O. box, but I'm gonna include my P.O. box in case you guys want to send something, and I would love to show it on my channel. I have to remember to put that in the description description box below. They sent me some Moonshine Moisture Conditioner. Ooh. let me do this better, guys. There we go. This is the conditioner. Thank you, Day. And then they also sent me the Moonshine Moisture Milk Shampoo. So I can't wait to try this. When I take my braids out, or even when I wash my hair with my braids in, I'm going to use this. So thank you, Day. I really appreciate it. And then I also have to say thank you to Kitchen Mama, because Kitchen Mama sent me this. And they actually sent me an electric gravity salt and pepper mill. But my phone is standing on it right now. So wait, let me get it for you guys. 1 second. They sent me this. Let me open this first. So auto stop electric can opener from Kitchen Mama. And then I'll show you the other box that they sent me. And I'll do maybe like a short video and show you how I use it. I think I've already showed you guys, how I open can openers with my limb difference. But I will, so this is like the use and care manual, and we promise that you're gonna love it. I hope I do. I'm sure I will. I've never had like can opener like this. I'm excited for this. You would think because I have a limb difference I would have tried something like this, but I thank you, Kitchen Mama. So push the button to start. I'm not sure, it probably needs batteries, right? Probably, right? Wait, how to use, oh, and they have like a cute like QR code there, so I can just scan that and it says, it'll tell you how to use it. But look at it. I have an old can opener, so I'm definitely gonna replace it with this one. Thank you. And I love this color too. I don't know if they knew that or if all of them are purple, but I love this color. But I'm guessing it needs battery, so, and then I'm guessing it just goes on the can opener and does it automatically, or it's good because I just, and it's like a mouse. Like I can use it with one hand, and I'm gonna show you what else they sent me. Hold on, guys. All right, and they sent me this. Thank you, Kitchen Mama. Guys, I'm so appreciative of everything that I get. I don't get gifts that much. I give gifts a lot, but I don't get gifts. Oh, and this one is purple too. So let's see. Because I do have a salt and pepper grinder. Honestly, it's a little hard for me to use, and it looks so fancy. I'm trying to get like all of my adult like appliances and things like that. So this looks very cute and fancy. I can't wait. And it has the same like QR code, so I can just scan it and learn how to use it. I'm gonna do a short, guys, so I can show you guys once I figure out how to use this, because it looks cute and I love the color. So thank you, Kitchen Mama, and thank you, Day. All right, let's get into these questions, guys. All right, guys, let's get started with these questions. And remember, if you did ask me a question, you will be entered into my giveaway. So I thank you guys for always participating. So let's see. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna break this up into a couple questions just because I did get a lot of questions. But I'll start with simple things. My name is Jaleesa Graham. I'm an actress, I'm a model. I work mostly in New York City. I do have 2 sons. I have Nicholas. His nickname is Cowboy. You guys know because growing up he wore these Toy Story cowboy boots that he loved so much, and the name just stuck. And I mean, he wore them summer, winter, spring, fall. He wore them at the beach. Like, it did not matter until he grew out, until there was no more sizes that he could wear. And then I have a son, Gabriel. His nickname is Mojo, just because he has the juice. He's energetic. He's my talkative one. Nicholas is more like me. He's more like laid back and kind of quiet, and that's how I am. That's just like my natural personality. And Gabriel is like, hey, how you doing? What's up? What's your name? You know, like he's my outgoing little social butterfly. So I have 2 sons. I am a foster and adoptive mother. Gabriel was my first foster son, and he was adopted. I adopted him a couple years ago. And guys, if you were watching, I did just have a respite placement. A respite placement is just like, it's a foster child that is already in a foster home, and for example, their foster family might be going on a vacation, might have an emergency, might have something to where the child needs a respite home, so they need to stay with another foster family for a short period of time until they can go back to their foster home. So had a 2-year-old boy come with me, and he stayed with us for about 2 weeks because his foster family had to go away somewhere, and then he went back home. It was really great. He was so well behaved. It was fun. I also have a 3-year-old godson. He used to be my foster son when he was a baby, and one of the beautiful things about fostering is you can keep, at times, not all the time, the birth family has to be okay with it, and if they are okay with it, then you can keep a relationship with them once the child goes home. It doesn't always happen. Every state, all the rules are different, but where I live, like in my state, I don't ever really come into contact with the birth parents unless it is leading up to adoption, and they have what you call a mediation, is where like you will meet at the courthouse with the birth family, with like the DIFUS or the agency that has custody of the child. That's when it's leading to like adoption, so that you guys can meet. But on the regular, for example, when the child has like a visit, and I know it's always different in each state, but in my state, for example, if I have a foster child and they're going on a visit, either they will be picked up from daycare or from school or from me, and they will be sorry guys, transported to their visit. And then after their visit, they'll either be brought back to me or brought back to school. I mean, I can write letters to birth parents, and I can send pictures on visits and things like that. But overall, you don't have to have contact with them. I know in other states, the foster parents are responsible for doing the visits, to whereas the foster parent has to supervise the visit between the birth parent and their foster child. Where I live, I really don't come in contact with the birth family unless I'm open to it and they are also open to it. So I have if you guys see my videos, you see that I have Nicholas and Gabe in my videos, and you might sometimes see guy, and he is 3 years old, and I never really show his face. He used to be my foster son. I made a beautiful relationship with his mother, so I'm now his godmother. So even though he's not my foster son anymore and he's back home with his mom, he still is like a part of our family. He still comes over whenever we go to like the zoo or like the water park or somewhere fun. I always call his mom like, hey, can he come over for the day or for the weekend? Sometimes he'll stay a week, like whatever. We just have a really great relationship. So that's one of the beautiful things about, I'm sorry guys, I did burp. I've been drinking this Olipop. Let me take a sip because I feel like I'm talking so fast and out of breath. So I just don't want this video to be so long, but that's one of the beautiful things, because sometimes you have a foster child and they leave, and you might have, like I've had a foster child for 2 years and then they leave and you never see them again. You never anything. Sometimes the family's not open to keeping the relationship, which is their choice. So it's hard because you, as a foster parent, you really do like grow to love them and grow attached and stuff. So it's hard when the hardest thing for me about, even though no one asked this question, I'll answer this. The hardest thing about fostering for me, I think, is just having a child with you and literally having them live with you, taking care of them, taking them to school, picking them up from school, spending holidays with them, like literally just living with them, taking them to doctor's appointments. When you have a foster child, they literally are in your family as your own child, but the only difference is they do visit however many times a week or one time a week with their birth parents, and then you do just have like the caseworker visit you once a month, and then sometimes you have like their law guardian, which is their lawyer, or their nurse through the division come visit you. But other than that, it's like they're yours. You feel like they're yours. So it's hard sometimes when they go back home and then you never really see them again. Something else about me, I do have a limb difference. So I was born missing the lower half of my right arm, and I do a lot of modeling that has to do with like clothing that is made for people with disabilities. So like, for example, I've worked a lot with Tommy Hilfiger. If you guys go on the Tommy Hilfiger website right now, my photos are up there. Tommy Hilfiger has an adaptive line, and it has a lot of clothing that are like, instead of buttons, they're magnets or they're Velcro closures and things like that. So they're adaptive for people that have disabilities. So I do a lot of modeling for adaptive clothing, but I have done a lot of modeling for non-adaptive clothing for Target, for Tabitha Brown's line. I've done a lot of work for like Microsoft. I've worked for Zappos, and Zappos has an adaptive line, but I've worked just the regular Zappos line. I've worked for whatever that, I've done an Olay ad. Let me show you guys. So around my house, one day I will give you guys a house tour, but I've done, for example, I was on the back cover of Ebony magazine and I did an Olay ad. That is me. Do you see? See? Wait, let's see if I can. Maybe this will be my thumbnail, guys. Let's try. You know I'm always searching for a thumbnail. Hold on. All right, sorry guys. But like I've done work like that. I work. I'm trying to continue to do this YouTube, because it's something that I've always wanted to do, but it's something that I've always procrastinated with. I've had my channel since my son Nicholas was born in 2012, and I always like start vlogging and stop vlogging. And I think the biggest thing with YouTube is that you have to stay consistent, and that's the hardest thing to do. And I think in life, just in general, and anything you want to do, although it's going to take like hard work and a lot of other aspects, but I think one of the things that you have to do in anything you do is staying consistent for it to work. So my one of my goals this year is just to stay consistent with the YouTube, because I really love watching YouTubers, and I think I do have like an interesting life. I model, I act. I was on New Amsterdam on NBC. I was on episode, God, it was called We're in This Together. I think it was episode 2 or episode 3 of the last season, but the episode's called We're in This Together, and that was my first like speaking role on a huge television show. I've been acting for years, but that was like my first speaking role on a big TV show. And I've done like a lot of shorts and a lot of like independent films and things like that. What else have I done, guys? I have like around my house a bunch of like my ads. My son Gabriel has worked. If you guys go to see like the pull-ups, let me just get it. So like my son Gabriel, that is him. And if you go into any like Target, Walmart, any place that has pull-ups, they have his pull-ups. He's on the box. Nicholas also did a lot of modeling when he was younger. And now today he doesn't do as much. I don't like to force my kids to do it, but we do a lot. We do it when they want to do it. They do some social media posts with me. Something when Nick feels like being in the YouTube channels, the YouTube videos he is. Gabriel really enjoys being in the videos with me more than Nicholas does. And they do a lot of like social media posts. We just did a job together, like a family photo together for social media for a clothing line, and that'll be coming out this fall. So that was like a family job that we did with me, the boys, and their dad. I am in a relationship with their dad. And he's not in my channel as much because this is like a channel that I want to do, and I don't really want to bother them to like, hey, come in the video with me and things like that. This is like a journey of something that I kind of want to do. And of course they're a part of my life, so you'll see them like in videos or like see them in the background, or we'll be like doing something together. Obviously they're my family, so you'll see them, but most of the time you'll see me, and I hope that's okay with you guys, taking you on like my photo shoots, taking you on my day in the lives, how it is to be a foster mom. I was in foster care for a period of time growing up, so now I was in foster care, but now I am a foster mom. Showing you how the difficulties and the joys of being a foster mother, my experience of adopting, all these type of things I'd love to share with you. And when I see other YouTubers, I'm like, I want to do that, you know. And that's the same way I was when I was growing up and wanted to be a model. I used to watch modeling shows, and I used to be like, I want to do that. So this is just something that I enjoy. I enjoy watching people's lives. I enjoy like especially I'm so into like children's lunches, like cute lunches, like, you know, if you guys see on TikTok where like moms make like really cute lunches for their kids. So I've been trying to learn how to do like fancy lunches for my boys, and even like Target shop with me's and all that type of stuff, and I just love it. So that's why I do YouTube. I really love watching it. And when I see someone doing YouTube, most of the things of like most of my dreams, when I see them, when I get that feeling like, oh, I want to do that, or I feel like I can do that, those are the things I go after. And that goes for YouTubing, that goes for acting. When I see like an actor in a real like emotional scene that gives me like goosebumps, or a really well put together play or a movie, and it makes me feel like a certain way, I'm like, oh, I want to make people feel that way. I want to act that well. When I see a beautiful picture in a magazine, or I see a runway show, it just gives me chills, and I'm like, I want to do that. So those are like my passions. I love YouTube, even though I'm just getting started on it. I love acting. I love modeling. I just love that life. I love, even though I'm a shy person, when I get on set and even acting in my first role on New Amsterdam, it was a scene where I had to cry. And usually in my acting, you'll see, like if you guys look up some of my videos of monologues I've done, I do funny monologues because I don't like people to see me vulnerable. And I think that has to do with like my limb difference. I don't like people to think that I need help with extra things because of my arm. I don't like people to feel bad for me or pity me. So in my acting world, it's hard for me to do like vulnerable scenes because it's just uncomfortable for me. So I usually lean towards funny scenes and like upbeat and sarcastic scenes because that's how I am in real life. So I think it's so funny that my first scene that I booked was an emotional, vulnerable, crying scene. And I feel like I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I don't show that vulnerable side of me that much in my life. And I think acting is just like my way of like letting out those emotions that I don't let out in my real life. But I don't even know why I started talking about all that, guys. So let me get to the questions. I wrote down some. Again, this is going to be a first video, and I'm going to do the rest. If I didn't get to your question here, I did comment when you guys commented your question. I did comment, I will answer this with a heart. That means I'll answer it in this video. And then if you didn't get that comment, I'm going to answer your question in the next video. But let's hurry up because we're already 14 minutes in, guys. Let's go. All right. I'm going to answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of them questions have more than one part. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. What was my dream when I was a kid? Growing up, I wanted to be either a actor, and I'm watching YouTube too, guys, but it's on mute. I wanted to be an actor. Wait, did I want to be an actor? No, I don't think I wanted to be an actor. I think that came later. But when I was really young, I wanted to be a background dancer. I wanted to be a singer. And I wanted to be a teacher because I had a teacher when I went to this Christian elementary school. All right, sorry guys, I was talking too much. I'm using up all my storage, so let's get into it. So what was your dream when you were a kid? When I was a child, I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a backup dancer, and I wanted to be a teacher, a backup dancer, and I wanted to be something else. I forget. And then as I got older, obviously it changed. So I wanted to be a model. Oh, and I wanted to be a singer when I was really young. And then probably around the time when I was like 12, 13, 14 is when I really wanted to be a model. And I was like really a model for a long time. And once I was probably about 17, 18, I started doing background work in television and movies and TV shows, and I just loved the feeling of being on set. I loved watching actors act and loved like seeing the production and the cameras and how they would make a room look like. When Nicholas was a baby, we did background work in the film Annie with Jamie Foxx, and we're in one of the scenes. You see us in one of the lines. In the background, we're in line, and I'm holding Nicholas, and he's like maybe under 1. And it was just a room, and I watched them set it up and make it look like an office. Like, it was just amazing. Even though I was in the background, I just loved being on set. And that's really what like grew my love of acting. How do you handle negative comments or bashers? Honestly, I do get negative comments. Obviously, with my limb difference, I get people saying all kind of things about my arm. Not so much, but sometimes when I do social media work where like I work for a brand and the ad is like, not so much when I post on my own personal social media like Instagram and Facebook page, I most of the time get love. But when my photos are like have a broader audience, because I kind of, you know, like work for a brand and the brand puts my photo out there, so it's like a lot more eyes seeing it, I can get like ridiculous comments about my arm and things like that. I'm human, so I kind of just try to avoid it, not look at it. I do get my feelings hurt sometimes, but I think I've kind of I think I deal with it well. I won't say it doesn't hurt my feelings. Honestly, if I keep seeing comments like repeatedly, like negative comments, for some reason, like we as people, or me in general, we tend to focus on those negative comments. Like I can have like 500 people. I have a post that I did for Disney, and there are a lot of people that I guess do not like Disney right now. And the post probably has like, I want to say maybe it has like 3,000 likes, and maybe 200 people have something negative say, but like 5,000 have something positive. Why am I focusing on the negativity? Like, I have to just focus on the positive instead of focusing on the negative. People are always going to have something to say, and especially if you're in this type of industry where a lot of people are looking at you and they're going to have opinions on your life. I mean, it just comes with it. Honestly, I don't love it, and I think how I deal with it is I just don't let it affect me. I don't take it personal. A lot of the pages are fake pages. A lot of the pages are like a page with like one person, no followers, no nothing, you know what I mean? So it's just, some people just get off on getting online and bullying people. I kind of just have to let it roll off my back and just kind of ignore it. It's hurtful, but I don't let it get the best of me, and I don't let it stop me, and I kind of let it motivate me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just work harder. What do you think is your greatest achievement so far, and why? I think my greatest achievement is that I actually am a model, because I dreamed about it since I was like 14, watching modeling shows. As I got older, I used to make like little acting oh, that's my ice machine, it scared me. I used to make acting resumes, and I used to lie on my resume and be like, oh, I've been in this film or that film. I did, when I met Nick's dad on the movie Just Right with Queen Latifah and Common, I was just a regular extra in one of the basketball scenes, and then but on my resume I would put that I was one of the basketball players' wives. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Just Right, but I would play like I was like a supporting actor, and I was one of the basketball players' wives. Like you just used to amp up my resume, but I'm at a point in my life where I don't have to amp it up because I actually do have the credentials, and I've been in films, and I've actually booked real modeling work. For the longest time I've wanted to actually book a modeling job and get paid for it. When I started out modeling, I would just find photographers, and I would pay them to take pictures, and I just wanted to book like a job and have someone pay me. And I work with really huge brands now, so I think that's a great accomplishment, is that when I was 14 I wanted to do this so bad, and today I'm actually doing it for a living, so I'm very proud of myself. My favorite time of day and why. I think my favorite time of day, I don't have a favorite. That ice machine is creeping me out. I don't have a favorite exact time of day, but I do love like the daytime versus like very early. I'm not so much an early person. I would say I'm more of a morning person than I am a night person. At night, y'all, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. When I was a little bit younger, I used to hang out late. I used to, especially in like MySpace days, I used to be up with my friends on the phone till 3, 4 a.m. and I just don't have it in me anymore. So 8:30, I'm starting to yawn and I get tired. Like I'll probably, even if I go to bed at 10 or something, I'm laying down. Like I'm tired. I can't stay up late. I'm just not a night person. I just can't do it. I am tired in the morning, but I'm more able to get up early than I am to stay up really late. I always say to Nick's dad and Gabe's dad, oh, let's watch a movie, let's do this, and he's like, yeah, whatever, you'll be asleep, and I'm always asleep. The best part of being a model, I think for me, is that just like it's something I've always wanted to do when I'm actually doing it. I love the feeling that I get when I'm on set and I'm like all in hair and makeup, and I love when a huge brand like Tommy Hilfiger or Target like looks at me and looks at my photo and they're like, I want her in my ad. It's just like, I just get goosebumps, like, because sometimes I doubt myself. Sometimes I feel like, I honestly, like, growing up, one of my biggest insecurities other than my arm was my skin. I did not have perfect skin, and I thought that I could never be a model because I dealt with a lot of teenage acne growing up. And I always was self-conscious about my skin. And like now I'll go on set, or like you guys will tell me, oh my God, your skin's so beautiful. And that's just like, it's just weird for me to hear that, because I've so convinced myself that I have like bad skin, that my skin is just like not perfect enough to be a model. Because you know, when you see models, their like skin is like flawless. So that was one of my biggest insecurities. But I did it. You guys don't need perfect skin. You guys don't even need 2 arms to be a model these days, okay? But I think the best part about me for being a model is just that it's a dream come true. I love the feeling. I love going on set. It's so funny that I'm so shy and I'm just such a quiet person. I'm not really the center of attention, but when I go on a set, I think I showed you when I did my Tommy Hilfiger set, it's not like one photographer taking a picture of you. It's a whole crew of people. When I did this OLAY job, I was the only model on set, and it was a crew of 50+ people there watching me, changing my lighting, fixing my makeup, like doing everything. And you would think I would be nervous, and I am, but it's something like when I just get into my just, I don't know how to, like, what the word is, like when I get into it, like when I get into my modeling, when I get into my acting, like how I don't like to cry or be emotional in front of people, but I can go in front of a whole television crew and do a scene and cry. It's something I just like kind of blank everything out, and I just do what I love to do. And it's honestly from God, I think, because I just, in regular life, I'm so quiet and shy, but like I can just turn it on, I guess, when I'm doing modeling and acting. I don't know how to explain it, but I just love the feeling that modeling gives me. I love how confident I feel when I'm modeling. I love I love trying new things, like new poses. I love just that modeling is not like me normally. Like when I'm at a photo shoot, I'm like the center of attention and I'm posing and I'm doing all of this. And in real life, I'm just like laid back and kind of quiet. So I love being able to step outside of my comfort zone and model and be like that center of attention. And the same thing in acting. I love to do like emotional scenes because that's not how I am on my regular day to day, if that makes sense. What motivates you? I think because I have a feeling deep down inside that I can do so much with my life. And I think over anything, I fear not living up to my potential and God having like this wonderful life planned out for me, but I was too scared to take advantage of it. I don't want to grow old and wish that I would have tried this and went for this and didn't. I'd rather try it and fail. So what motivates me the most is the fear of regret and not trying. What are your strengths and weaknesses? I think a strength, because I did not have a lot at certain times growing up and I had a lot of struggles that I faced, it caused me to be able to make a way out of no way. It caused me to be able to be in a situation where somebody might quit and give up, but I'm able to like think of a way to figure it out. Like I'm very good at doing a lot with very little, if that makes sense. And that's because I've had a lot of times in my life where I've had no money, but I had to figure out how to get food, or I had to figure out how to make it through the week or something like that. So my experiences have made me able to really do a lot with very little. My weakness is, I would say I'm very hard on myself. I procrastinate, I think, and I can tend to be my worst critic, I think. What keeps you going? I think it's the same as what motivates me. What keeps me going is I just want to live up to my potential. I have a feeling deep down inside that I can do so much, and I just want to make myself proud and do that. My favorite YouTuber, I watch a lot of YouTubers. I probably watch Christy Marie the most. I probably watch Guilt Free Mama, I think her name is. I watch Trophy. I forget her last name, but I just started watching her. Trophy. I watch McKenna Walker. I watch there's a YouTuber, what's her name? Christy Gior. She's like a foster and adoptive mom. I watch a lot of like foster and adoptive mom. I watch a lot of vloggers that are moms. I watch a lot of vloggers that do like day in the lives, do things with their kids, like birthday parties for their kids. I watch a lot of vloggers that are foster parents, that are adoptive parents. I watch a lot of vloggers and YouTubers that have similar lives to me, or that are moms or foster moms, and they live a life that I want to live. A quote in life that I love, I would say, I don't know if this is the exact quote, but it's just like do what makes your soul happy. In life, I just feel like sometimes you have to make hard decisions for yourself. You have to do things for yourself in your life, even though it's not selfish, and sometimes you have to put yourself first, and that's a lesson that I'm learning. And a quote that I love is just like doing whatever makes your soul happy. If you can turn back time, what would you want to change? I think I would want to appreciate the time more. I feel like a lot of time when we get to a certain point in life, we look back and we're like, oh, those were the good old days. Like when you think back to high school and, oh, I wish I could go back. And, you know, at the time, I feel like you don't appreciate it as much. And then when it's over, or when those people are no longer in your life, then you look back and you want to appreciate them, but now they're not there. I have some people in my life that are no longer in my life, and I wish I would have appreciated them more when they were in my life. I wish I would have been, growing up, I wish I would have been, I think, more easygoing on myself. I wish I would have took school more seriously. I wish I would have reached out for help when I needed it, instead of trying to do everything on my own. And I wish I would have, yeah, I think those are the main things. My favorite food, I love seafood. I love soul food. I love like crab legs, shrimp, fish. I love baked mac and cheese, like candy yams, baked mac and cheese, candy yams, like fried chicken, like Thanksgiving food also, like cranberry sauce. I love like home cooked meals, like heavy, like home cooked meals that you like cook all day type of food, like that real. I love seafood though. I love like seafood. I love seafood and soul food. If you had a favorite gift, what would it be? Guys, I love candles, candles, candles. I'm very like, I love candles. I love candles. I love like bath bombs and body washes. If you guys want to send anything to my P.O. box, I'm gonna put it in there. But I love like bath bombs, candles, face masks, like body washes. I love I got these. I'm a sucker for like stationery things, so I got these Tabitha Brown like journals. I love journals. I love self-help books. I love self-help like journals. I love I really love candles and like body products, like under eye masks, face masks, lotions, like all that self-care, body care type products. And I watch a lot of YouTubers that do like skincare, female like hygiene and female products, and skincare and body washes. I watch like a lot of YouTubers that have like a million Bath and Body, or like I love Tree Hut body scrubs. I love body scrubs. I love like Dr. Teal's like bath salt type things. You guys know what I'm talking about. I love like bath stuff and bubble baths and like all that kind of stuff. So that would be like my favorite gift, like something from like Bath and Body Works, or like I love Sephora and Ulta, and like I love skincare. It's my favorite thing. Best part of being a mother. Oh my God. Best part about being a mother would be, everything. I love being my kid's mother. I love being able to give them some things that I didn't have growing up. I love being able to provide a lifestyle for them that I didn't. I love being able to give them certain things that I didn't have at their age. I love spending time with them. I love the fact that I'm their mother. I love watching them grow. I love teaching them things. I love spending time with them. I love watching their little personalities grow, and I love watching them blossom and become who they are. I love like how funny they are. I love how I can see like how my sons are like me, and then how they're opposite of me. And then sometimes I look at them and I'm like, I used to do the same thing as you. I love how they look up to me. I love how they believe in me. My kids think I know everything. They think I'm like so smart and just like have all the answers. They think I'm rich. They just think like, you know, when you're young and how you look up to your mother and how she just like is everything. I love that I'm that to them. I love making memories with them. I love just being with them. I love being a mom. I love it. Do you want to have more children? I would like to have more children. I would like to either have a biological child, adopt. I'm open to either or. I'm open to adopting or having a biological child. I think I would love to experience being pregnant again, because I was only pregnant with Nicholas, and my pregnancy was very easygoing. I loved it. I loved my belly. I was like how I am right now, my physique, with a huge belly, like a big old basketball. Obviously the labor was hard, but I loved being pregnant. I loved it. It was beautiful. I loved nursing Nicholas. I loved like the whole, just like the skin to skin when he was born. Like I just loved the experience. I would love to have another child. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I'm definitely an introvert. I can sit here and have a conversation because it's just with myself, but I'm nervous around other people. I'm great with like one-on-one conversations when it's just like me and another person. I'm definitely afraid to talk in front of a crowd. That's why I say it's so interesting that I can like act in front of a room of people, and I can model and take amazing pictures in front of like a room of people, because I literally like start sweating and I'm like just like so antisocial. I can definitely stay home and watch Netflix and watch some movies and watch some TV shows. And yeah, I'm definitely an introvert. I'm an introvert. I think Nicholas is an introvert, and I think Gabe is an extrovert. He has a lot of friends. He knows the whole neighborhood. Let me see. Do you enjoy shopping at the mall or online? I think when I was younger, I enjoyed the mall just because I used to go with all my friends, and it was like just a fun thing to do, and like see boys and like go to the food court, and we would have probably like $20 and we would make it last. We would go to like Claire's and buy like little bracelets or something. We would get like little pretzels at Annie Pretzels, and we would just like kind of just hang out at the mall. I think now, because I'm a mom, it's more of a hassle when I go with my kids, although my kids do like it, but it's just not the same for me. I think I do order a lot more things online, but for me now, going to the mall is like an event. Like I'll take my kids and we'll like go to the mall. They have like, we'll go to the food court, I'll get them a couple things, and they'll go to like the play area. But for me, I don't really buy myself a lot of clothes. I don't really shop for myself unless it's like an event or I need an outfit for something, which is something I have to change. I have to start spending and investing more time into like me and getting myself things. But when I was younger, I did go to the mall a lot more because I had to worry about just me. I used to take my sisters to the mall. We used to take the bus to the mall, and it was like such a long bus ride. And I remember I used to say to myself, one day I'm gonna have a car and I'm gonna drive my sister to the mall. We're not gonna have to take the bus. But that's something like fun we used to do. It's just like, oh, we don't have anything to do, we're gonna go to the mall. And now I drive, and not only that, my sister drives. So like time really flies. But I would love to go to the mall for myself and like spend time and shop, but I honestly am always like rushing and doing things that I have not in a long time. Just slow down and spent time at the mall and tried on things and like took care of myself and picked out outfits for myself. I haven't done it in a long time. I should. I have 2 more questions. What keeps you going? What keeps me going is my desire to live up to my best self, to be all that I can be, to fulfill like that feeling deep inside that I can just do so much and I can have this amazing life if I really work hard. Like I have a feeling that I just have something deep down inside of me, and I want to live up to it. I want to be that for my kids. I want to provide a life for my kids. I want to provide a life for my family that they can just enjoy and love. What keeps me going is that I don't want to regret not trying. What keeps me going is that I have kids and I have people that look up to me. What keeps me going is my own dreams and my desire to be more and to do more with my life. What keeps me going is that I just want it more than I'm afraid, if that makes sense. How many children do you have, and how many have you fostered? That's the last question, guys. I have 2 sons, Nicholas and Gabriel. Gabriel's birthday is coming up. He's gonna turn 7. Nicholas is 10 years old. Nicholas is my biological child. Gabriel is my adopted child. They're both my They're both my sons, no difference. And then I do have a 3-year-old godson that we see often. He comes over a lot. I fostered probably around 20, maybe under 20, around 20. I've been a foster mom for about 6 years. So around or under 20 children. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I will be announcing the giveaway winner once I answer all of your questions. So I'm going to do a part 2 of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed and have learned a lot about me. If any more questions come up, and comment below in either here or the original post. I'm going to answer all your questions. I'm going to get another video out to you guys in a day or so, so I can announce that giveaway winner, guys. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys have learned a lot about me. Thank you for subscribing and being a part of my YouTube family. I love you guys. All right, see you next time. As Gabe would say, see you next time. Let's do, maybe I could do this as a boomerang. I mean, as a thumbnail. Or should I do the other picture as a thumbnail? I don't know. I don't know. Should I do peace? I don't know, guys. I'm so like, I don't know. I don't know.